want to address that real quick. So that's going to be part of this discussion. What did you think about dude telling him not to respond? Because I definitely wanted to hear your thoughts on it.
You know what? That means that Pusha T does have more ammo, was the rumors, and they don't want this because they saw Drake never looked weaker than that. Ever.
Yeah, you smart, man. That's why I like talking to you. That's absolutely right. I don't think, I mean, I think Drake was ready for, so I read a rumor that Drake had a full-length movie. A full-length, like I don't know if you remember something called Streets is Watching from Jay-Z. He dropped it like in 97, I think. And basically it was like 11 songs that they made videos to, and they put it all together, and it played out like a movie. Apparently, Drake had something similar ready. Like, it was going to play out like a movie. Like, it was probably going to be like 40 minutes long and be a bunch of videos of him just... And I believe that, because I remember when Drake did the back-to-back joint, he has a line in there that said, you going to make me send bottles to Charlemagne. And he sent them 6 bottles that day. Like, so Drake moves like that. Like, he does this, like, grandiose shit.
Yeah.
And I believe he has something pretty heavy in the chamber. And I'm going to tell you what else I think. I think we're still going to get it. I don't think he's actually going to not respond. I think he's just going to wait a long-ass time. I think he's going to let this shit die. He's going to let everybody calm down. I think he's going to drop his album. He's going to make his sales. And then toward the back end of that album dropping, probably like September, October, after all the singles have come out, all the videos have come out, boom, you're going to get that disc. I think he still drops it. I think Jay Prince is the OG, and he ain't going to disrespect the OG. You know, so he's like, and Jay Prince, I don't know if you know, but that's the guy who found him. That's the guy who discovered him. So
I didn't know that till I read that thing, till I read the article about Jay Prince telling him that.
Yeah.
I think that with what you just told me, my extension of that would be, I wouldn't be surprised to think that Drake or whoever kind of is in Drake's corner saw that as the opportunity. Like, don't let him get this momentum. Like, that's the one thing you have control over. You know what I mean? You don't look too good for a second, but you're still Drake. You know what I mean?
You were right. They've never made him look weaker. I mean, he turned into a clown on the internet for like 2-3 days.
Right.
And Drake is everybody's, like, I'm not gonna say favorite artist, but like he makes really popular shit. People love him,
and everybody loves him. Like, it's in a very deep way. You know what I mean? A lot of people like Drake in a very deep way, from all different backgrounds, all different like ways they can identify with him. You know what I mean?
And that blackface shit, so the baby thing was the worst. But that blackface shit, that wasn't good either. Like, he really, Pusha T really pulled out some shit that, like you said, it stuck. Like, when Meek Mill did the ghostwriting shit, that didn't stick. Nobody cared.
Yeah.
They were like, all right.
That's not what I listen to Drake for.
What's up?
That's not what anybody listens to Drake for.
Right. We want to hear stuff that we can cry to our exes about, or hear in the club. You know, it's not about, like, who wrote it. He ain't one of these. I mean, he is a good lyricist, but
sometimes, he can be very good.
He's not I mean, you don't think of him as an all-time lyricist. I think he could be if he made more of that kind of music, but that's not where he's at. So
no, man, I just want
to hear your take on that, because I thought it was real deep that dude did that. I also think if Drake would have responded, somebody would have got shot.
Well, oh really?
Yeah, I think it would have turned violent. I really.
That's a possibility. Drake might want to, and I think Drake almost kind of would want that. You know what I mean? He's never had that.
I disagree.
You know, because if Drake feels untouchable still, like if Drake feels like there's no way he could lose, I feel like he might. You know what I mean?
But bullets are bad for business, man. Like there's nothing good about being shot at. Nothing.
Well, Pusha T had more ammo, supposedly. Supposedly, Drake is addicted to plastic surgery.
Yeah, I heard that too, and I believe that.
Yeah, I believe that. And if that would have been devastating too, if he would have played. You know, Pusha T would have weaved that together in a way like he did Adidon. Like, he made it so much more dramatic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think to your point, I don't think Drake could take too many more hits to his credibility.
Right.
I mean,
in a row like that.
It wouldn't have been a 50 Cent Ja Rule thing. Like, there's no way Drake's gonna go away like that, because he makes good music. The problem with the 50 Cent Ja Rule thing is Ja Rule stopped making good music.
For
Like
real.
that was the problem. If he would have made a hit during that whole thing with 50 Cent, he'd have been fine, but he just didn't make a hit. Drake's not gonna have that problem. So Drake would never go away, but I do think my boy made a good point. My guy was like, Drake should be worried because the floodgates are open now. Like one
Everybody's
rapper did
seeing.
it. Well, because one rapper has done it successfully now. So now everybody's gonna shoot their shot if they got a
Exactly.
problem with it. So
There's a chink in your armor.
yeah, yep, and it's blood in the water. So yeah, we'll see. We'll keep talking about this one. You know what topic I do want to get into that we don't have up there right now. We could probably
Six
toss one
nine.
of these. Yeah,
I want to get into
that's
that too.
yeah
Real quick,
yeah.
one last thing I'll say. We'll end this and get on Drake. I want to bring up shout outs to K's at Fighting K's on Instagram. His music's crazy. I was talking to K's about it when it happened. I was telling because K's is like K's has a pretty eclectic taste in a sense, but K's biggest is Drake. K's loves Drake so fucking much. Drake's like his biggest hero, and I brought it up to him, and after Duppy.
Hey, I'm gonna hit him up tomorrow. I'm glad you reminded me. I want to check in on dude. I like him. He's good. He's
He's
good.
dope.
People.
He's gonna be out here soon. Ticket prices are expensive. We're trying to get him in. All right, I'll let it a little bit. Him and EK might be working on some shit together, so it might be pretty cool.
They should. Hell
They should.
yeah.
But
Hey,
anyways,
slide me on the track, bro.
real shit. But I told Kaze, and Kaze was talking about Duppy Freestyle, and he's like, "Oh, he fucking bought it, bro." And at the time, I thought so too. And so I was agreeing with him, and he was like saying like, "Pusha T is fucking stupid. Nobody even knows who you are." Blah blah blah. Like and it's because he's a huge Drake fan. Now I love Pusha T. I respect Drake, but I was like, man, you're kind of putting just like I was like, come on, man. He had grinding and all that shit, telling him all this stuff. We talked for a minute, right? And then the next day, I was like, bro, have you heard Adidon? And he's like, crazy, and he wouldn't respond to me. Nothing. You don't want to talk. he was pissed.
His feelings were hurt a little bit. He's like, bro, that was good. Yeah, I mean, Pusha T is a rapper's rapper. Like that's the thing. Like, and Drake will never get that. Like Drake can go. The dude's got bars. Like let's not be confused. But he's never gonna get that label of like all time hardcore wordsmith because he's made too many. Just hold on, we're going homes, and I need one dance, and like you don't get credibility as a hardcore rhymer when you do shit like that.
No, you get the respect as like I always respect that Drake could drop a bomb like that, like he's done it before, like a crazy like remix freestyle or some shit like that. He'll go hard sometimes. I respect him that way, but he's not go all time conversation. Which for me, Pusha T is.
Yeah, I don't put Pusha T in that category only because the only thing he's ever rapped about has been cocaine. And my thing is like
I would say he's done it better than anybody else, and in more ways.
With that. I won't disagree with that. The only person who almost did it better was probably Biggie. But
yeah, okay.
But the thing to me is just like I've never sold an ounce of crack in my life. I don't give a fuck.
I never have either, but it's such a from me and you know me. I think it's just such a cool part of hip hop, and it defined a lot of what it is, whether it's good or bad, whatever. It was a huge and all that and some of the hardest shit, like Jay-Z. How can you like hate like fucking his first album? Some like I don't know. I love coke rap. Like I love rap about coke. I think it's one of my the best. If you could even make it a genre or something, and that's why I love Pusha T. Like I can't listen to it all the time, but to this day, he'll still like each new album will be like, wow, he found a way to rap harder about it.
Well, and the thing is, he knows how to put you in that lens. Like you feel like you've done it when you listen to.
That's
Pusha
what I'm
T.
saying. Like I listen to Pusha T and feel like I could do that. It's like when I watch The Sopranos afterwards. I'm like, why don't we just do that? Why don't we just start a mafia, bro? Like it wouldn't even be that hard. People are pussies. Like you start thinking like that.
Well, and see, that's what bothers me about Pusha T. So, and we about to get off topic. So let's wrap this up. I'm gonna make this quick point. That's one thing about some artists that hurts them. I think that's why Drake has had such a long run because he didn't allow himself to be pigeonholed. And when you aren't pigeonholed, you get criticized. Like I don't know if you like remember Taylor Swift when she first came out. She was a country star, right? And then she started doing pop music, and all her country fans were like, "What the fuck is this shit?" But that extended her career probably 10 years.
And she went out in the end because now they still embrace her because she got big enough.
So that's my point. Like, and that's my thing about Pusha T that's always bothered me a little bit. Like, bro, it's okay to make other tracks. You can still have your album be mostly coke rap, but like
That's
weave in
true. Yeah,
some.
I give you that.
You know what I'm saying? Just because he would have had a better career. Like he still has a good career, but I think he could have been like all time one of the greats if he made maybe a pop song or two. Like I don't think, and that's one thing for our whole group. Like we can't be afraid to make different kind of music. If you just stick to one thing, you can't be successful that way.
His
So
album, the album not this one that just released, the one before that, he showed more range than ever before, and
yeah,
it was
he did.
still,
I like that joint. That was good too.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
really good. So
Yeah.
I think but like, I know he went right back to it. But in a sense, I was like ready for it after that shit. After Adidon,
Yeah,
I
you
was
like I
ready.
want that old school push, that grimy coke under the fingernail shit.
Real shit. All right. All right.